Hi guys, this is going to be my first attempt at doing a video of me making a cake, and the reason I'm doing it is because I keep getting asked the cakes that I take into work whether it's actually me making them. So I'm going to prove that it is me making them. So I'm going to make an apple and cinnamon cake. Never made it before. It's a Mary Berry recipe. So when I make it, I will then take it into work and I will let the guys try it, Mr. Mark Preston, and hopefully everything will work out good and the video will be good, so let's give it a go. Alright. Okay, so the ingredients are, I've got 4 Pink Lady apples, I got 3 medium-sized eggs, I've got 100 grams of brown sugar, I got a teaspoon of cinnamon, I've got 75 grams of softened butter and 200 grams of self-raising flour. So all we've got to do now is prep and combine these bad boys. Okay, so first of all we'll add our flour. So into the bowl goes the flour. No need to sieve it, just stick the bad boy in there. Then we add our butter. So butter goes in. What we're going to do now is we're going to prep this so that it comes into like a breadcrumby type. So we've got to get our hands in there and give it a good old mix. Combine the butter in with the flour. So we're going to make sure that we get this well mixed. We don't want any lumps or anything like that in there. We've got to make sure that it's kind of a breadcrumby consistency, and so that all the ingredients are thoroughly mixed throughout. We're now going to put in our brown sugar. So the brown sugar goes in. Then we add our cinnamon. Cinnamon goes in. Same routine. We need to make sure that we get it all nicely worked in, so it's well mixed throughout. And I think it's looking pretty damn good. So here's our apples, and the easiest way to do this is with one of these bad boys. This cores your apples for you, and makes short work of it, and you don't really have to mess about. So let's get on and core them. Et la voila! Job is a good. It says. See? Cord. Next. Same again. A little twist. Job's done. Fully cored. Amazing. And you just pop it out. There you go. Then all we're going to do is peel it. Okay, so apples are peeled and cored. Now what we need to do is, one of them we're going to cut in half. I'm going to leave that to one side because that is going to be the topping for the others. So what I need to do is just chop these bad boys up. Don't need to be no rocket science genius. And the other reason, there's a little bit of core there, so the core doesn't do that good a job. Problem. Yeah, so the reason that we are actually using Pink Ladies instead of like your cooking apples is that we don't want the apples, when they're cooking, to turn to mush. Which cooking apples would do. We want to keep some texture there, so when it's actually done and dusted, and it's all cooked and yummy and scrummy, we will basically have some decent flavours and some decent apple in there, if you know what I mean. Okay, so here's our 3 eggs, and what we're going to do is just lightly beat these eggs so that they're nicely mixed together. Seconds really. Once that's nicely beaten, sorry about the noise. Once that's nicely beaten, like that, what we'll do is we bring in our mix from earlier. Yeah, so we've got our mix, and then from our mix we add our apple. The apple goes in. And then we add our eggs. Okay? And then pretty much just get your hands in, don't be shy, give it a good old mix-a-roo. Super glue sticky, but that's all good, that's what we want. There we go. Sorry about that, we kind of ran off camera, I got carried away, but that's pretty much how your cake mix is going to look. So here I've got 2 loaf tins, and what I'm going to do is line them. And the easiest way to do it is just to get a little bit of measuring, stick it in the actual tin itself, give it a good line. Like that. Wash our hands. Then we take some baking paper, stick it in, and what we're going to do is we're going to leave this with an overhang, so when we come to take out our cake it will be easier for us to get it out. You have to be professional. So that's the way we're kind of going to make it look. Okay. So there's our loaf tins, and we're going to try and have our mixture into each. So it's not the easiest mix to get sorted out, but we're on it. Okay, tins are a little bit larger than normal, but hey ho. So that is all our mixing. I'll just give it a good bash down, make sure it's all spaced all over. There we go. Evenish. So, what we do, thinly slice our apple to go on the top, and then we give it a little sprinkle. So there's our cake. Take the bestest bits and we just layer it on the top. Just use up what apple we've got. A bit down the sides. There we go. Bit for me. Okay, so that's that part. Then we just get a tablespoon and just a sprinkling of brown sugar just over the top of the apple, and that will give us our crunch. Okay, so there's our cakes in the oven, and they're going to be in there for 35 minutes and they should be all done. So here's our 3 or 4 dessert spoons of apricot jam. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat the apricot jam, and once it gets nice and warm, it'll start getting runny, and because it's runny, we'll just be able to paste it on top of the cakes, so it'll make it all nice and yummy scrummy. Here's our apricot jam, all runny, ready to go, and there's our cakes. Okay, here's our apple cakes, which we're now going to add our apricot jam to, and it should absolutely transform them. I must say that the smell is absolutely amazing. Let's hope the taste is good. By the way, these cakes are still hot that I'm putting this apricot jam on. So, well, cake's done. I've also prepared tea. I might even put that on another video at some other point. I'll give you a quick look at what I've done in a second. But we're now going to cook the cake and let's see what she tastes like. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. Oh, here we go. That's good. Could definitely do with custard. But for a first attempt, I think it could have risen a bit more. But for a first attempt, I don't think that's bad. For tea, me and the missus are having a stew pie. Basically, meat potato pie. It's got to go in the oven yet, and you never know if enough of you like this. I might show you how to make it because it is good. Okay, until next time, bye. Go for it. Try the cake.
Okay. Very nice.
Apple and cinnamon.
That's fucking lucky.
This is the cake expert.
I thought of that. Apple. That's delicious.
You just got to tell me what you think of the cake.
Really tasty.
Really tasty to walk around.
Dum 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 da da dum da da dum 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 da da dum da da.
How much of that can you get in your gob? Really? So how's the cake been?
slice.
You wanted a bigger slice?
This is going to turn into some sort of like porn channel, you know those guys that are into people eating shit.
As it is.